What's up, my squiggers?
And canceled. Well, we had a good 15 episodes. Welcome to episode 15.
1-5.
1-5.
5-1.
Not 1-9 yet.
5-1.
We're not 1-9 yet.
Oh, we don't want to be 1-9.
Yeah.
No.
1-9's going to be an interesting episode.
I achieved to not be 1-9.
How's everybody doing? Hope everybody had a good weekend.
You all look great. You should feel great.
Yeah, you're all beautiful.
Yep.
Every last one of you.
Not every last one of you.
Okay, most of you.
But for the people that do look great.
I thought you hit the Pornhub thing for a minute. I was like, "Whoa, we don't need to be going that far." Welcome. Hope everybody had a safe May 4th, Star Wars Day, and 5th of Mayonnaise was this past weekend. 2 holidays, I guess. Would you classify Star Wars Day as a holiday? I mean, I know it's not like. I know it's not like.
For the nerd community, yeah.
Well, yeah, for the Star Wars community and the nerd community alike. But,
Exactly.
I mean,
I've seen some very nice Star Wars game rooms and just like shrine rooms.
It was cool because like cable networks were streaming, or not streaming, their cable. They were showing all of the Star Wars movies like on marathon, like all day Saturday.
I didn't know that.
And they're in the actual theaters.
I didn't know that. I didn't know they were doing that. That would have been
Really.
We should have went and done that. That would have been cool.
Shoot. Give them
That
some
would've
more
been
money
pretty
so they
awesome.
can make more Star Wars movies.
Yeah, right. But yeah, I hope you guys had a safe weekend.
But not too safe.
Not too safe. Yeah, I hope you had a little bit of fun. But we've got some topics to just jump right in, as you can probably see from the TV screen up there. Man or bear?
That's an antelope.
That's not what that is, but
Envelope.
even farther.
A panda? It's a panda.
Closer.
Oh,
I mean,
koala.
same species. Is that technically same species? They call them koala bears,
Yeah.
but yeah, they're technically marsupials, though.
Okay, so they wear a suit. What about
Bear's
it?
a mammal. All right, man or bear? Which one you taking?
The controversy.
Brother, the memes that have been coming out. So, if you've been living under the rock for the past like week or two,
In the forest with a man or a bear.
or in the forest with a man or a bear, the internet has been taken by storm by this like controversial argument of, and of course it all sparked from some TikTok content creator, I don't even know who it was, asked a bunch of random women walking down the street if they were alone in the woods, would they rather run into a strange man that they didn't know?
Okay, so it was a strange man or it was just a man?
Because I saw the original video, because the article, and I don't know if I sent you that article or not,
I saw the video.
but the video was in the article, and he says a strange man is what he says in the video. So he asked him, he said a strange man or a wild bear, and I think they showed like 7 or so women,
Yeah, it was
and
a
like
couple of
all
women,
of
yeah.
them but one said bear.
Yeah.
And it's got the internet on fire.
Yeah.
It is wild. It's actually, I mean, it's like a super controversial topic because, of course, it's got men everywhere, like up in arms, like, oh, it's so stupid. Which, I mean, it is stupid to think that a woman would rather be trapped with a live bear, like in real life. But like,
honestly,
men are getting like pissed off about it.
Yeah,
Like,
because you got to think about it as a man. When a woman says they would choose a bear over a man, you don't know anything about this man. You don't know anything about the bear.
yeah, I will say that is the one thing
But
that's kind of crazy about
brings
it is
you-
lumping the few in
Exactly.
with the many.
It basically, in my mind, I'm just like, okay, so you're just afraid of any man then, if you would rather choose a bear over a man.
I mean,
because-
essentially.
So
like,
if I'm walking in a forest, she's gonna choose a bear who's gonna eat her over someone who is literally just gonna walk past her.
yeah, and like, don't get me wrong, I understand. Like, is it an extreme metaphor? Yes.
Very
Absolutely.
extreme.
It's a very extreme metaphor. I understand the point that women are trying to get across is that, yeah, unfortunately in today's society, there are a lot of dangerous men out there.
And that's so unfortunate. What does the world come to?
It really
where
is.
a
It's
woman would
sad.
rather choose a bear that could potentially rip them to shreds than a man.
Literally eat
a
their
man
face
who
off.
may or may not. Let's just throw that out there. May or may not.
Yeah.
Because not all of us think the same.
But one of my and I'm gonna bring this up. It might get me some heat, but we wouldn't be Twisted Dicks without a little bit of heat, right?
Exactly.
So I saw something. I guess I'll call it a meme, but I don't know. It was on Reddit on Reddit. I'm not doing that again. But it was on there. It was like a little comic strip panel, whatever. Was saying something about, it like a woman would choose the bear over the man. And the guy said, I would choose a bear over a woman, too, for the same reason that a woman's not going to falsely accuse me of sexually assaulting her and ruining my life.
Oh, I didn't.
But now,
I didn't see that one. I didn't
here's the
see that
thing.
one.
Again, that I didn't say that. I saw that on the internet. But to play devil's advocate here, because I love playing devil's advocate, that I feel like even though women, not all women, but the women who are choosing bear, they're lumping the few in with the many. But if the shoe's on the other foot, like that post, and men do the same thing, men are going to get the heat for it.
Right.
Because, I guarantee you that, I doubt it was on Reddit, because Reddit is, let's be honest, probably mostly males anyways. But, if that was anywhere but Reddit, I guarantee you whoever posts that would be lit on fire.
Yeah.
Because, people would be coming out of the woodwork.
They
You just don't understand.
They would tear them up.
Absolutely. And to me, I feel like that's a problem, because I know people personally, some of my friends personally, who have been falsely accused of sexually assaulting a woman.
Oh, wow.
It didn't go as far as to ruin their life, but I mean, it definitely tarnished their reputation.
An impact, yeah.
Yeah. So, it's kind of one of those things, everybody's okay, and go women when they're talking about choosing the bear, get your point across, but if a man makes that same exact point on the other shoe, he's getting demonized for it.
See, when most people were
it's
saying,
a double standard, and not a lot of people want to say that.
Right, yeah. When most of the women were saying that they would choose a bear, at some point I was just like, okay, are we just saying this now because it's a meme, or do you actually mean that?
Yeah, and that's the thing too. That's the thing with the internet.
Are you dating a man right now?
Mm-hmm.
Right, you are.
Because I asked her, go ahead and give you're a woman.
See, I'm surprised you didn't ask me first.
Well, you're a woman, man or bear?
100%. I technically first had said neither. Because if I'm lost in the woods and I don't know someone and I see a bear, I'm running the opposite direction of both of them.
And that's fair. I mean,
okay, but they didn't say you were lost in the woods. They just said you were in the woods.
Yeah, you were alone in the woods. But either way,
there was nothing behind that. You're just lost in the woods and you come across a bear or you come across a man. Therefore, you don't know if it's a bear that's going to tear you up or, again, play with you like you are food and then eat you. So you're being tortured either way.
Yeah.
Or a man who, just might be out there on a hike doing his thing.
And he might be lost as well.
Yeah.
Or exactly. So you don't know if he's a bad guy or a good guy, but you'd rather take your chances with a bear. But again, I saw something where a guy was saying you could fend off a bear easily, but it all depends on the bear.
Yeah, I mean,
go ahead with a baby bear. That could be a mama bear. God help you.
You didn't finish your choice, but yeah.
Yeah, out of the two, because you
can't choose neither. Has to be one.
I would go with the man because at least, what if he's lost? What if he has directions to get back? But if he's a bad guy, I can kick his ass and then run away.
See, I just, I mean, in all honesty, you have a better chance of fending off a human man. Even if he is a lot bigger, you have a lot better chance than, a full size. I mean, look at the size of that fucking bear up there.
No.
It
might
no,
look all cute
there's no way.
Until it comes
Yeah, they all look cute and cuddly until it's, swiping at your throat.
And from a woman, y'all might criticize me. I don't care. But, yeah, I would rather choose a man than a bear.
Stand on your business.
Because I'm not going to be mauled by a bear. I'm sorry.
But, yeah, and the whole thing just boiled, like, again, to reiterate, I understand the point they're making. I get it. It's a dangerous world for women. But honestly, it's a dangerous world for everybody.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I mean, who's to say I don't come across, some woman, for all I know, she's got a fucking gun on her. Like, you know what I mean? Like, anybody could pose any kind of threat.
Exactly.
They're starting to do that now to where they'll have like a little kid like stand and be like, "Oh, help, I lost my parents," and then they found you would go find their parents and you got kidnapped.
Yeah, like, I mean, anybody, unfortunately in today's day and age, and I don't know who to blame for all the violence, because, I mean, it's just human nature, honestly, but, like, because you can't blame media, because, I mean...
What do you mean you can't blame media? Yes,
I'm sorry, but
you
you
can
can't.
absolutely blame
I'm
media.
sorry, but you cannot blame movies and video games and anything like that for
Not
just outright
100%.
violence.
It can definitely not.
It can play a part. Yeah, it can definitely be dead.
A
It can
very
definitely.
big part.
It can definitely be harmful, but it
not
can't be
100%
this.
no.
Like, I played GTA 5 and I shot a hooker, so I want to go do that in real life. What?
Oh, you hooker shooting?
That's just a scapegoat. Like, that's been a scapegoat since video game violence has been a thing.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
mean, there's more underlying issues with that.
We're the
But, I mean,
human
that's just the
race.
day-
We're gonna do what we're gonna do.
There has been violence since the days of Cain and Abel.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, two brothers, one killed the other.
Two
like,
brothers.
Two brothers. So I mean, like, it's unfortunately, it's a part of human nature. There are bad people out there who do bad shit. That does not mean that everybody is bad.
Yeah, it's
kind
of
of
sad. We've come to the point where we're gonna assume that everyone's bad. Until we know that they're
that's
good.
the world we live in
Yeah,
nowadays.
that's-
I mean, unfortunately, everybody just assumes the worst out of people, and sometimes, I don't know, like, depending on how you view the world, sometimes that may be easier for you to get on with your day or whatever, but to me that just sounds like a miserable existence. I mean,
Yeah.
to just automatically assume that everybody is out to get me, I don't think I would ever leave my house. Not saying I leave my house that often now as it is, but
It
would be a lot worse.
It's sad that there's a debate on
and
man or bear.
and that's the thing. I was gonna go back to what you were saying about what did you say about if you're actually choosing the bear, or if you're just doing it for like the meme now?
Yeah.
I feel like that's the problem that the internet has caused with this whole debate, is because it has been memeified, I guess, so much now. It's like, I'd rather shoot myself in the face than talk to a man. Like, are you really saying that, or are you just
Right.
internet
Or
funny?
you doing this for, the views.
Doing it for the gram, or
Right.
whatever those kids say now.
And if you give your honest opinion, you're going to get railed by other women because you picked the bear.
I'm not gonna lie. I've not be
I've seen
surprised if
some
we
comments.
catch some heat just for our views on this, just from this.
Honestly,
But, I mean,
again, you got to think about it. Like, why choose a bear that could tear you apart?
yeah,
That can, like, honestly rip your head off.
Mhm.
You choose a bear over someone you don't know,
yeah,
a human being.
exactly. And that's the other thing.
But
too.
your excuse is he can take me and arm me or torture me.
Yeah,
You don't know that.
yeah. But like I said, we're probably gonna catch some heat for our views on this, but that's just our opinion, and that's the thing too. And I know I'm getting up on my soapbox here because we're making an internet podcast on the internet, whatever. But everybody's got their own opinion. You can't make everybody happy. Like, our opinion is going to piss some people off. If we felt the other way, people would still be pissed off. Like, the problem is if you can have an actual debate about it, a civil debate, and not be like, oh, you just hate women.
But see,
no, I don't. I'm married to a woman.
It's so funny though, because in the wild, you're not gonna go approach a bear. You're not.
No, absolutely.
You're gonna look at that bear. You're gonna go the opposite way.
Exactly.
But you can approach a man
yeah.
before you approach a bear. I'm honestly, if
You're
you saw
in the
a bear
woods,
in real
grab
life,
a big ass stick and say, "Hey, are we good?" I mean,
And
like,
also too, if you have self-defense classes or know how to defend yourself, which I think absolutely everyone, man or woman.
I'm a
should
huge
know.
proponent of women taking self-defense classes. Absolutely.
I think everybody
Learn
should.
how to protect yourself.
I mean,
Not just women.
Yeah, I mean yeah.
keep that handgun
Facts.
on, you know, just
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't have mine. I'm wanting to get my concealed carry eventually, but you know, I'm not gonna be like that guy that's just like, oh, I'm gonna take it everywhere, you know. But if I'm going to somewhere like I'm not familiar with, I'm gonna take a handgun with me.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'd rather, yeah, as long as it's allowed legally, I would rather. What is it? Need it or not need it and have it, than to have it and not, or have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. I got that all fucked up. You know what I'm talking about though. But I'm not about to be caught lacking. You know what I'm saying?
right, yeah.
But I'm absolutely. I think everybody, again, like you said, not just women, protect your neck.
Well,
Cover
the bear
yourself.
will get you.
Yeah.
He will get your neck.
So, but that's all with that.
So
I
who
mean-
you choosing again, Chris?
Oh, I'm choosing
You
the bear.
choosing the bear, yeah. I know it.
I want to ride it.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do. I'm gonna make sure to put fish in your pocket.
Dude, have you seen? Do you know who Alex the Terrible is?
No.
I don't remember. Can you look up Alex the Terrible? What band? He's a lead singer of like this death metal band or whatever. He's this big motherfucker who's like tatted up, right?
Mhm.
And he's known for doing like these deep, like guttural growls in his songs. Yeah, Slaughter to Prevail. It's there. That's his band. There's a video of him. I don't know if it was a trained bear or not. Either way, it's fucking crazy. I saw it on TikTok. He's literally playing with a bear about that size, just like playing with him and like smacking him around, and like the bear's like he's trying to fucking like get his ass, and then he just like gets on top of it and just rides it, and he's just like it's wild.
That's probably a trained bear.
I don't know. I mean, even if it is, that's fucking scary. Like,
Because newsflash, bears are scary.
bears do be scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't just like, oh yeah, it's trained. Stuff happens all the time
Yeah.
to trained animals.
Which one? The magicians. The tiger ate one of them. What was their name? What was their name? They. If I hadn't tried to. Siegfried and Roy or something like that. Isn't that what they were named? I don't remember. There was a pair of magicians though. Like they had a trained. I'm talking to the squid now. He's over there snoring. They were like a pair of trained magicians, and they had like a big lion that been working with them for years and years and years. And then one day that lion just said, "Hey, you looking like a snack," and ate that motherfucker.
They should have fed him more.
I mean, just because it's trained don't mean shit. He gonna do what he gonna do.
Wild animals.
Exactly. That's why Tiger King isn't a thing anymore. Remember when that was a thing?
Yeah.
Dude, that was like pandemic era shit. Like that
Is
feels
he
like
still
a
in
fever
prison?
dream. I think so. Yeah.
How long is he gonna be in prison?
Yeah. Find out how much longer he's got. That whole the pandemic still feels like a fever dream to me. Like it. Did it really happen?
Did what happened?
The whole lockdown and just like
I don't remember any
all
of that.
kinds of crazy media shit that like came out during the pandemic because
All-
everybody was trying to do something.
All I knew was I got free money.
Yeah, the stimmies. Bring back the stimmies.
Bring back the stimmies, honestly.
It's probably why our taxes are so fucked now.
Yeah.
So he has to
Look, you got me
spend
coughing.
21 years in prison. That is as of January of 2022.
Of 2022, so he's got what, like how many years you say?
21.
So he's got what, like 19 left or something like that?
Jeez. He's already old.
Yeah.
What did he do again?
It was like a bunch of shit. He
was
got
originally arrested for murder for hire in 2018.
Oh,
yeah, because
yeah.
Carol Baskins.
Yeah, she killed her husband.
But then he
Yeah.
was resentenced in January
Yeah, she fucking
of
did that shit.
2022. So,
But what didn't it have something to do too with like his mistreatment of like the
yeah.
like illegal ownership and like mistreatment of the animals?
Yeah,
that he
one of his
had?
workers lost their hand.
One of his workers fucking killed himself.
I don't remember
Did you
that.
watch the documentary?
I did, but I didn't finish it.
Yeah. Oh well. Spoiler alert.
It's not a spoiler alert at this point.
I mean, that's fair. But yeah, it was the one that he ended up like marrying or whatever. Because like the dude, he was like, it was something, he was playing with a gun, and one of the guys told him, was like, hey, I would be careful with that, and he was like, it's not loaded, see? Boom! Yeah.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Literally.
But yeah, so let us know in the comments. What would you pick, man or bear?
Just know if you pick the bear, you're wrong.
Yeah, I was about to say, be prepared to defend your opinion the way the internet goes.
Yeah,
but
I want to know what your opinion is. I want to know why you picked the bear and why your opinion's wrong. Freedom of speech, though. Go ahead.
Exactly. But that's also my freedom of speech to give you shit for it.
Speaking of freedom of speech, did you hear TikTok is suing the government?
Oh yeah, did you hear about that? About the whole TikTok ban?
Yeah,
they're suing the government.
I remember you sent me that, but didn't I ask you like how can they do that or something like that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Would they win? Probably not. But
Oh yeah, no, there's no fucking way that
They're
they're
from
win
China,
against the
aren't
US
they?
government. Okay,
Well, how can China sue?
the person who owns TikTok is not from China.
Who really? Who
you
is
were
that?
explaining it to
No.
me.
TikTok is from the company is from China.
Yeah.
But there's a person here in the U.S. who controls the U.S. part. That's why that in the litigation office or whatever, that they were like, but you're China. He's like, I'm not from China. The company is from China, but I'm not from China. So that's what they kept trying to get across, that he's from China, but he's not. But there are certain people all over the world that like deal with only their part. Like this guy, I don't know his name. He controls the U.S. part, just not the whole company.
You're still talking at an angle.
I was trying to tell her to talk into the mic because I know last week.
Do
Okay,
that.
well then hold the mic in front of you if you're needing to look at us to talk,
Anyways,
because it's gonna sound like you're in an echo chamber.
Dang, co-producer can't co-produce.
shush.
But yeah, they're suing the U.S. government. Like that's fucking.
Yeah, but like,
crazy.
who's the judge for that?
I have no idea.
That's wild.
Who fucking knows?
They real
like-
mad that they. I thought
Who
you didn't care.
represents the U.S.
I
government?
thought you didn't care if it got banned because there's like still billions of people in the world.
Well, the thing is, for TikTok, the only way to make their money is through the Americans. Anybody that is not.
The bear went away.
Oh no.
Where's the remote?
I don't know where you guys put the remote.
That's fine. It's just gonna look at Aurora Borealis.
And it's
We're done talking about the bear thing, anyways. So
But
yeah, you can see what time we recorded this.
only people in America get paid for TikTok. Anybody else in all these different countries, they don't get paid.
They don't? Really? I didn't know
Something
that.
to do with the creator fund or something like that. That's what pays them.
See, yeah, and I've heard a lot of people are leaving TikTok because of that. Because one of the guys that I watch and follow, the tattooed guy that does like the construction stuff, he stopped. Like he still live streams on TikTok because he can get money from like directly from people that way. But as far as like making content on TikTok to get paid for that, he's done it a lot less because it was
ain't
starting
worth
to
it.
dry up.
Yeah.
It wasn't,
Well, the
it
thing
wasn't as
is,
much as it started out
You
to
have
be.
to have that sweet spot because with your actual content, not going live, but your content.
I'll lick your sweet spot.
Shut up. That the
Don't
content.
get me hot in here.
If it goes so
That's why I turned the
viral,
fan on.
if it goes so viral that it goes to other countries, once it hits that other countries, you don't get paid. So if
That's
it stays
crazy.
in
Why?
America, you're fine. You get paid.
That doesn't
But
make any sense.
I know. But as soon as you sit there and you hit Australia, Germany, like all these other countries, don't get paid.
Content creation is a weird fucking job.
It may be weird, but it pays well.
I mean, yeah, but nowadays it's so saturated. Like it's way oversaturated. It's a hard business to get
you
into.
You can leak your private parts
Yeah.
Yeah.
by accident. You see what I did
Are you
there?
referencing I Show Meat?
I don't think it was on TikTok that he did that,
Well,
but he
Well,
did
also,
show
too,
meat.
he did show meat.
I don't know if you guys have seen. I know I've told you about it. T-Pain has now been on Twitch, And he said he's made more money on Twitch than he has in the
Wait
past
a minute.
4 years.
When
for
did
singing.
T-Bone get on Twitch?
T-Pain been streaming on Twitch. Dog.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He's been doing it for what, like a year or two?
What
Like,
does he stream?
he plays video games.
He said he absolutely
Really?
sucks at
Yeah,
it.
he's like, cause he was talking in an interview, and he was like, I've made more money streaming on Twitch than in the past how many years? Like 4 years of making music. He's made more money streaming on Twitch.
When you get fans and you
That's
switch
the thing
to,
too. I'll get into that in a minute, but like the guy he was interviewing, he was like, "What do you do?" He was like, "Oh, I play video games." He was like, "Oh, are you good at it?" He was like, "Oh no, I'm trash." But that's the thing too. I kind of hate that, like, don't get me wrong, it's cool that he's doing that, but I don't like that image that he's putting on that of like, oh, well, you can just switch to content creation and make millions, because that's not how that works. He
No.
already had, the only reason he's making that much money is because he
already has
had
a
that
following.
huge following.
Yeah.
Exactly. He's had a huge following for a decade, if not more, and he just brought that over to Twitch, and Twitch is a more, what's the way of putting it? It's a more streamlined, like, way to make money, just because you get paid from
ask all the
subs
hot
and
tub
donations.
streamers.
Yeah, like, making music, like streaming, you don't have. I mean, you kind of do, but it's not necessary. It's not a like need to put a lot of money into to get money back.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you just need a streaming PC. Really, all you need to stream
Camera, a mic,
is
and a PC.
something. Yeah, depending on the content you're making, is a camera, and if you're trying to play video games, is like a gaming computer or even a console. You can stream off of a console nowadays. So, like, it's not that much money to spend. Whereas, making music, you're spending a bunch of money producing music.
Yeah.
At the studio time, trying to get pay other people to, if you need other
Right.
people, like, it's a lot more paying to make money than, oh, I'm going to turn this camera on and people are just going to literally give me money. They're literally called donations for a reason.
You gonna
Like,
start streaming again?
as soon as I get a new PC, dog. I don't think my CPU will not handle if I'm
Computer
trying to
gonna
stream
burn
right
up.
now. That sucker already gets hot just playing, like, games from a year or two ago.
I kind of wanna start
So,
streaming.
get back into it, dog.
Yeah, I don't know what to stream. I kind of want to stream VR. VR is pretty fun.
That's what you were doing when you, like, the few times you did stream,
Yeah, I
right?
did Boneworks.
Yeah. The old Works of Bones.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I'll honestly, if I start streaming, it'll be like Master Duel and Magic and stuff like that. I'd imagine.
Hey,
It'll give me a reason to play those more, honestly.
I'm not playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
well, because
I'll
like,
play Magic though.
because my thing is, like, when I play Yu-Gi-Oh, I don't really have a lot to do, like a lot to like go for. Because I really just play until I get a deck unlocked that I want,
Right.
and then I just kind of get, I'm like, okay, I've got it. I've got it for when I want to play.
on
and
to the
then-
next.
Yeah, but if I'm streaming, and I'm gonna be streaming, that'll give me a reason to like climb the ranks. And I think the highest rank I've gotten to in the past 6 months is gold, maybe. I've just been kind of middling in that bronze, silver area. Haven't really
You haven't
playing
been
it a lot,
trying.
but yeah, I'll play like the events they do to like get some extra gems and whatnot. But other than that,
No, you need to start playing horror games again. Those are the best.
Oh, horror games here.
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah. And honestly,
Those are
whenever I
interesting.
was streaming, those performed really good when I would play horror games. Hitman 2 or no 3, the newest Hitman. Is it 3?
Hitman 3.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the newest one.
I don't remember.
Whatever the newest Hitman was, when I streamed that did really well for some reason. It was really weird. Like, when I was streaming that, I'd get, like, double-digit viewers, which I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but, I'm, haven't
Coming
been
from
streaming-
a beginning standpoint.
Yeah, like, you know, that it was really weird. Anytime I streamed that, I would hit like double digits easy, and I would maintain that through like 2-3 hours.
Yeah, no, I would definitely.
Like, it was crazy.
I'd definitely be in on doing horror games. I'd do that for sure because I'd jump out of my chair.
Yeah. I'd watch that.
Yeah,
I'd watch this shit.
people love to see you get scared.
Absolutely. Especially me, like, because I was playing Poppy's Playtime. I was playing that not that long ago, and I was streaming it for y'all.
Yeah.
And, dude, that shit gets me so bad. It's fun, but I can't do it, like, constantly. I can't be just like a sole horror game streamer. I'd end up having a fucking coronary.
What we really need to do, we need to like stream Phasmophobia together.
That would be fun.
Yeah, but like we wear the VR headset.
Yeah, I've never played it in VR. I never have.
And when I played it,
I was too chicken to play
it was scary. Yeah,
I
wanted to stay in the van. Because when the hauntings happened, brother, it was
because what is it like whenever you get haunted or whatever, the hands like
it grabs you. Like,
it's one thing when you're seeing that on a computer screen, you can kind of disassociate from that, but when it's when you're in VR,
and then don't let anybody touch you in the room. Oh, you jumping out your skin.
They catching an elbow to the dome. No, and that game also made Billy throw up.
I don't. In VR. Was it that game? Then?
Yeah, because we were playing it, and Billy just went real still in the game, and I was like, "Billy, are you okay?" And all I heard in the background was,
"Yeah." Oh boy, that probably echoed badly.
Yeah, it probably did. But I wasn't about to just do that straight in the mic.
Yeah, dude, we need to set up a time, a date, and like.
I'm down, dude. I'll reinstall Phasmophobia.
Phasmophobia.
I haven't played it I'd have to relearn how to play it.
Yeah, me too.
So on to the next topic of what's hot, what's been going on this past weekend. Not only was it Star Wars Day and the 5th of Mayonnaise, but
the 5th of Mayonnaise.
Kendrick and Lamar is what I almost said.
Kendrick and Lamar.
Kendrick and
Two
Drake.
people.
Two people. Kendrick and Drake, man. That shit got hot this weekend.
Who you got?
Oh, Kendrick. I'm a Kendrick guy all the way through and through. Kendrick, I'm sorry, but like, and this may give me some heat too, but I feel like Drake is just a pop star who pseudo raps. Like, he raps every now and then.
I gotta be honest,
me more as a pop star
when they were
than anything.
doing the whole back and forth, one of Drake's songs was pretty.
See, I've got to listen to all of the songs. I haven't listened to all the songs yet. I've literally only listened to the one.
It was
more, you know which one.
More like his beats.
Yeah.
Like his beat was fire.
Yeah. And see, that's the thing too. If you've got a good beat, it's easy to have a mediocre rap sound great over a really good beat. Yeah. I mean, but Kendrick straight up went to the throat and called this man a pedophile.
Oh yeah.
Did you saw the cover art for the single, right? Did I show that to you? Where it was Drake's house and it had like the sex offender pins. It was like an overhead view of Drake's house.
I did not see that.
Look that up for me real quick. So you can see it. But yeah, it was a picture of Drake's like mansion or whatever, and it had like a bunch of little like pin icons in it, and the pin icons are what they use on the sex offender website for like child sex offenders.
I think I remember you showing me that, and it was like all the pins were like in one area
in the house. Yeah.
Oh shoot.
I was like, dude, oh man, this shit just got heated.
Yep.
Because what was it? Drake started it for like. I don't think he started this whole thing, but in one of the diss tracks before, that right there. I'll put a picture of it somewhere on the screen too.
You know, if you just keep your hand in one area like this, you can put it in the box.
That's too much work.
Okay.
But no, like Drake said something because I only kind of read about the beef. I haven't like actually listened to. I listened to that one. What is it called? Not Like Us or whatever. I listened to that one, and that motherfucker went in.
I listened to all of them.
He went for the neck.
Except Drake's recent one.
Yeah. And I heard about his recent one. He was basically just like, I'm not a pedophile. And like that was it.
That's basically that's basically it.
One of the funniest things I saw was somebody made a joke about his response to Not Like Us, and it was like the only line they said was like, if I'm a liar, then why are my pants not on fire, or some shit like that. And I'm like, dude,
that's a good one. That's a good one. His pants weren't on fire.
Bars. But anyways, yeah, it's something about Drake calling, because you listened to him, something about Drake calling Kendrick basically like a wife beater or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, because he like beats his fiance or something.
We don't
like
know
that.
That's
Yeah,
for
but,
sure.
I mean, but then again, like, and again, me playing devil's advocate here, do we know Drake is a pedophile? Like, has there been any kind of like hard evidence? Because I know you said something, pointing to my wife about him in the newest album saying something, name dropping Millie Bobby Brown, like specifically.
Yeah, apparently they were friends. I don't know if they still are. But she came out and said that Drake had messaged her.
And this was
14,
yeah.
And he was 31, so let's get that clear. Telling her dating advice for boys. Why
Which
would
was
you be telling
unwarranted,
a
right?
14-year-old? Yeah, as far as I know, yeah.
Okay,
You
so
should probably find that out.
Well, yeah.
yeah, we don't know that, but even still, like I know that, like even if she did like whatever was talking to him about dating advice, 31 and 14 is weird.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't say it's like damning.
I
like
mean,
he is a pedophile, but
if he was part of the family and he was giving like his niece some advice, then I can find that understanding. I mean, even nowadays, that's kind of weird because
it's still like
families doing too much.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Remember our incest conversation a couple weeks ago? Yeah.
I don't remember that. I don't remember that.
But so like even still, but the thing is, what did you say it was in the newest track? He name dropped her, Millie Bobby Brown. Hold on, she's turning her mic on.
It's right here. Hold on. Oh, I'm stuck. Okay.
Remember, speak
Kendrick
into the mic.
accused Drake of being involved with underage girls in the diss track "Not Like Us," and being he did not mention just Millie.
Millie?
And the
Kendrick mentioned her.
Yeah. Or,
Kendrick.
No. Kendrick just said you go for underage girls.
Yeah.
But then in the rebuttal, which is the Heart Part 6 from Drake, in the song he raps, only fucking Whitney's, not Millie Bobby Brown's.
See,
I never
why
looked
would
twice
you-
at no teenager.
Why would you name drop like that? Like that's
Kind of sketch, right?
a little weird, dog. Like that's. I mean, listen. I'm not saying he is. I'm not saying he ain't. But that's not building a very good case. Is all I'm saying.
Hey, if the glove fits.
Yeah, we talked about OJ a couple weeks ago. You know, man, may need to hire the ghost of Johnny Cochran if you know what I'm saying. Because, yikes.
So what about his house? Got shot up, right?
Yeah. Which I did read that is like they have confirmed that Kendrick was not a part of that.
Of course.
Like,
why would he be a part of that?
Apparently, nothing involving this beef was involved in what happened.
Yeah, but
there.
did they ever figure out like what happened with that?
I not that I have read. I had literally just read about it yesterday morning. I didn't look into it anymore. I don't know if anything has come out yet or not. But yeah, some type of bullet was fired in the vicinity of where Drake lives. Don't know if it was at him or at his house or whatever. But one of his security guards that was posted outside actually got hit and got taken. Yeah, he got taken to. I don't know if he was put in critical care or not. I don't know if it was that bad. But I know he had to, obviously had to be taken to the hospital because he was shot. But again, I don't know. From the reports that I was reading yesterday, it wasn't confirmed if it was, again, fired specifically at his house or another incident somewhere else, and it was just like a stray bullet, like freak accident kind of thing. I don't know. They may have changed that. They may have reported something on that. I don't know. Just from what I read yesterday morning, that's where that was.
Yeah, they even messed with his.
And who knows? By the time this goes live on Friday, something new might have been, more than likely has come out by then.
Right. Yeah. They even messed with his store in New York.
Yeah, you were telling me about that. I hadn't heard about that.
Yeah, they like spray painted it.
They vandalized it,
Yeah.
which, again, I was looking at too. Because there's a YouTube channel. It's called "What's the Dirt."
Well, what's
like,
the dirt, Chris?
I don't know. That's what I was trying to find out. He covers like the guy who runs that YouTube channel. He covers like a lot of these rap beefs or whatever.
Yeah.
And Kendrick is not Drake's only enemy. That man got a lot of fucking people mad at him. Rick Ross, Kendrick, obviously.
Yeah, he's been acting different.
ASAP Rocky,
Really?
Future, Metro Boomin, like a
Future?
whole bunch. Yeah, whole bunch of people. He like are
Oh wow!
coming for his neck.
Didn't he
so
make
who
This
knows?
Is at the Weekend as well?
Yeah, he made like he fired a bunch of shots at a bunch of fucking people.
And I guess they fired shots back.
And J. Cole's just off in the corner, like, "Hey, I y'all stay over there. I'm good." J. Cole's like, "I'm out.
I'm gonna do my own thing.
Yeah,
over
I'm
here.
gonna worry about me. Y'all worry about y'all." Smart man.
Stay out of the beef.
Yeah, because that's what a lot of people. Because what was it was the song that he did with Drake, talking about him, Drake, and Kendrick being the big three, and Kendrick came back with a verse on another song. I'll have to look the songs up. I don't remember what they're called, but saying something about "fuck the big three, it's just big me" or something like that. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people thought he was coming at J. Cole with that line. And so a lot of people thought that they had beef, but apparently it wasn't. You know, it wasn't anything.
He was
that
just,
was
you know,
he was
just
going
throwing
for,
out some lines.
He was
know
going
what
out
I'm
for
saying?
Drake. Which, and that's the thing too. We, because the video that I watched, it detailed. Apparently, the video I watched today, it was like 5 months old, so it didn't cover any of the new stuff that's happened this
5
past
months
weekend.
old.
I didn't realize it until I got like halfway done with the video. I was like, well, I've already invested this much time. I'm gonna at least finish it out.
That was like
But-
me eating that moldy bread.
Did you finish eating the bread?
Heck no.
But so the guy again, what's the dirt? He's covering.
What's the dirt, Chris?
That's what I'm telling you. He covered the beef. This shit's been going on for like 10 years. This shit's been going on.
Yeah, I didn't
they
know
have
it was
not-
going on that long.
They have not liked each other for a long time.
Dang.
A lot of it has been, subliminal, like just sneaky little shots and different lines that you really had to kind of like read into to be like, oh, he's talking about
Yeah.
Drake or he's talking about Kendrick, whatever. It wasn't until like this past week or two that they really started throwing the blows, yeah, fuck Drake kind of shit, But
That's basically what he said.
all of it started.
He doesn't like how he walks.
Kendrick did a line.
He doesn't like the clothes he wears.
Yeah, none of it. Not a single one of it. But this all started.
He doesn't like
way
the fact that
back
he says
when-
the word.
The what word?
The, who
You
cares?
know.
I can say it. I'm black.
Canceled.
Canceled.
Anyways, no, this went back. All this shit started because of a verse that Kendrick did on Big Sean's single called "Control," where Kendrick it wasn't even anything really firing shots, because the rap game, and they explained it. The guy that I was watching explained it in the video very well. Rap is a competitive industry. Everybody thinks of themselves as the greatest rapper
Right, yeah.
alive. Eminem, Kendrick, J. Cole, they all think of themselves as the greatest alive. Drake even, they all consider themselves the greatest, and they all want to be the greatest, so it's a very competitive type
Yeah,
shit.
they don't like messing with that first one you said, though.
Yeah, well,
Look what he did to Machine Gun Kelly.
dude, murdered that man. Absolutely sent him packing out the rap game. He don't even rap no more. But no, Kendrick, he did a verse, and I don't remember what the verse is, but he was listing people basically all he was saying is just, I'm gonna be better than da 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 da, and just started listing people, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't anything disrespectful. It was just keeping the competition alive. And honestly, competition is good because we get bangers like what we got
Yeah.
this past weekend.
Yeah, like
It's been great for the rap industry.
when
with
Drake
rap
put
songs.
out a song 30 minutes later,
Kendrick had
put
them
out a song.
motherfuckers locked and loaded.
He was ready, dude.
So that's all he was doing.
Kendrick was
kinda,
like,
yeah, had him ready. And that's all he was doing with the verse. He wasn't being disrespectful, wasn't shooting any kind of shot. He was just saying, hey, this is a competition and I'm going to do my shit. Everybody that he listed off said they didn't have a problem with it, was nothing but love, right? Didn't have any kind of issue with it, didn't think he was sneak dissing or like firing shots, anything like that, except for one person. And I'll give you 2 guesses as to who that one person is.
Derek.
Close. Drake. Of course, he did an interview like everybody else, and he even the video that I was watching even showed like the videos of different interviews, and Drake was the only one who was like, nah, man, I thought that was kind of fucked up. He was coming at me like that and yada 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 and this, that, and the other, and that's what started this whole shit.
Yeah, but you got to think about it. It's good because they're also getting this attention.
Yeah.
So
that's what I'm saying. The competition is good.
Yeah.
Especially for the fans, because we're getting, and that was the thing with MGK and Eminem's beef.
now we
They
get to
both
go
put
back
out-
and listen to all of that music.
Yeah.
That
they
they-
put out. I still listen to, what was it, Kill Shot from Eminem that he put out about MGK. That shit goes hard, dude. Like, I still listen to that to this day, and that beef's been dead for years, but like, it's good for the fans because it gets that, we get those bangers of a song.
He should try again, he messed up the first time. He should go back and
Should he-
retry.
should he really?
There's no such thing as bad publicity.
Yeah, I mean, it's literally got all of the internet and the rap industry like talking about it.
Yeah.
They mentioned it on Monday Night Raw. Kofi Kingston made a mention of it
Really?
the other night. Yeah, he was saying he was cutting a promo on Gunther because they're fighting next week in the King of the Ring tournament, and he was saying he's I don't remember exactly what he said, but he made a reference to the Kendrick and Drake beef, and so I mean it's all over the place.
It's reaching. Yeah.
It's getting their name,
Right.
people talking about it. So
So I got some news about Brown. So
Hold on.
Yes.
before you go into that, just one more thing. As long as it stays with the music, I don't want the beef to go anywhere where someone's gonna get hurt, like we had with Tupac or like Biggie,
Yeah.
anything like that. As long as it doesn't get,
I mean, his
that
house has
to
already
that
been shot at.
point, that's what I'm saying. And like the shit with the New York store, if this
That's
is a part
so
of that,
scary too. Like, so you live there, and what? Another bullet gonna ever come through there
Yeah.
again?
And from what I was, everybody said it was really weird too, because apparently the neighborhood that Drake lives in it's one of those communities where even the gates have gates. Like, it's super like locked down. So
Are we sure it wasn't a
and of
stray
course,
bullet? They were just messing around.
That's what I'm saying, because they said that they didn't have any kind of description of the vehicle, like of a vehicle or any kind of description on anybody who's shot.
I'm gonna look into that. I
And
gotta figure out what's
a lot of
going
people on the
over
internet
there.
was like, that's really weird because there's cameras on cameras on cameras in that neighborhood. So it's kind of weird.
They got
couldn't
cameras
really
on top
get-
of cameras. What the heck?
Apparently, that shit is like Fort Knox.
Hey, no running in that neighborhood. you know what
So,
I'm saying?
and especially not with scissors.
Yeah.
But yeah, so as long as this beef doesn't get into like the violence area, then
I don't know.
I'm with it.
They
I hope
got
they
people
keep.
that back them.
I know.
Yeah, it's
It's a
dangerous.
dangerous fucking industry. I mean,
Don't get caught lacking.
but anyways, Millie Bobby Brown, go ahead.
So they were texting, and it wasn't like. Hold on.
It's so weird.
How'd she put?
Like, even if it is
It
just harmless,
started when
it's
she was 13, and she said her words that they've been friends. It says here, we text all the time. He helps me with everything. It's just life lessons. He's amazing. He's a great human being. She said we texted just each other the other day, and he was like, I miss you so much, and I was like, I miss you more.
That's kind of weird.
See, that's getting into some
And
scary
this part, I
territory
was
there.
like, I don't know.
Like, I'm not trying to put a label on nobody, but that's ugh.
When asked what they text each other about, Millie replied, "About boys, he helps me, he's great, he's wonderful, I love him." And when pressed for further details, she quietly responds, "You know, that just stays in the text messages." See, if you're not willing to
That's what I
describe
okay.
the text messages,
I can't really fault her for that because that, you know, she could just not be wanting to put her business out there. Either way, that's some sketchy shit.
Yeah.
A 13-year-old just casually texting a 30-year-old at that point is how old he was.
Where the parents at?
Yo,
Parents, where you at? What you
that's
doing?
how you get Dan Schneider.
What you
know what I'm
doing?
saying?
so apparently though, at one point that
Or Brian Peck, I guess.
it all
There
started
you
because
go.
she went
Pickle boy.
she went to one of his concerts because she was a big fan, and her family went with her, and so they all went backstage to meet him.
What kind of
Like,
fan was she? Metal fan? Wood fan?
Shut up.
Ceiling fan.
Single fan?
So apparently, like, she was fangirling over
welcome.
Drake. He was fanboying over her.
Weird.
And
I'm
so-
sorry. That's weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
So they were just,
It's like that
Yeah.
the whole Kim K with Justin Bieber. It's weird. It's weird.
That's
It's
nope.
weird.
Not okay. That is a child.
The beard's
and you are
weird.
the beard is weird.
The beard's weird.
Weird beard. Yes. Dude, now I want to listen to that song.
yeah, she said that they're
God,
just
it's
two
so good.
friends in the same industry just trying to help each other out. And I was like,
If you
Right,
say
yeah.
so.
I'm in the industry. Come help me out.
You
No,
think
no?
you think Millie Bobby Brown saw the Drake leaks?
I
I forgot about that. That man's penis is
She
out
probably
there.
already saw
That
those.
man's penis is just out there on the internet.
Yeah.
He might have sent that to some little girl. I don't know. Crazy.
Yeah, that's man.
Wild.
That's weird.
Yeah. I don't want to be the guy to like, oh yeah, he's a pedophile, but he does not
Hey,
have a
we-
strong case
We
in
don't
his
have
favor.
the evidence.
Exactly. But that is not a strong case in his favor either.
The only people that are gonna have evidence are the people that are up there.
That's my thing too.
What's your
With
thing?
everything,
What's your thing?
Kendrick, my concern, I guess, or curiosity, I don't know. What does Kendrick have on Drake to just outright in a song call him a pedophile?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what's the evidence? I want to know the evidence. Like,
I
what
mean,
does he
it's
have on
honestly
him?
bad enough for him to be like, well, I'm not, like, the fact that he's like, no, I'm going to sit there in this, quote unquote, now, like,
See,
it was like the meme you sent me with Danny DeVito.
yeah,
where he
we
ran-
gotta make a song saying we don't diddle kids. That's exactly how you get accused of diddling kids.
Yeah, that was funny. That was a funny meme.
But in that What's the Dirt video I watched,
What is the dirt?
I'm going to tell you. In that video that I watched today, again, this was 5 months ago. This video
I
was
appreciate
posted.
you for keeping me regular.
You're welcome.
By the way.
This video was posted 5 months ago before this shit anybody ever even
Before it
called
hit
him a
the fan?
pedophile. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just clicked that in the video, several times throughout this whole decade-long rivalry that they've had, Drake has tried several times, just Drake has tried several times to loosely kind of squash the beef by giving Kendrick like a shout out or saying something around, something along the lines of he's, really liking the shit that he puts out, like giving him low key compliments. And the guy even said, why is it only coming from Drake and Kendrick is just not having any of it? Is it because he thinks that much of himself, or does Kendrick have something on Drake?
I don't know.
That's why, because throughout
Drake-
the whole video, I think he said throughout the whole beef or whatever, again, video was posted 5 months ago, from the beginning of this rivalry until then, I think he said Drake had tried to squash the beef like 7 or 8 times, but he would still low key like shoot little sneak shots at him. And he said in the video, he was like, it's just weird that he's trying to squash this because it kind of sounds like Kendrick might have something on him.
Hey,
And
Drake better be careful. He might end up
Kendrick
back in that
just
wheelchair.
drops the. I forgot about the wheelchair. Did you ever watch that show?
Very loosely.
I watched it. I used to watch it a lot when I was a kid.
I just know he
But-
was in a wheelchair.
Yeah, it's still crazy to me that that's who that is.
Yeah.
You know, he went from that to
He's come a long way.
This-
He
yeah,
went
he's
from
come
a
a very
wheelchair
long
to
way.
a pedo. Yeah,
man or turtle. Which one would you rather be stuck in the forest with?
turtle.
Turtle.
Easy day.
I say that for the audio listeners on the TV screen. A turtle just popped up, and I just thought that would be a funny joke. Anyways, but yeah, so I'm kind of wondering, what does Kendrick have on this motherfucker?
Everything.
I feel like
he brought up.
I feel like he got some.
He
Evidence.
brought up Drake's daughter. That apparently he didn't even know.
Yeah,
yet.
what's going on about that?
Yeah, got me. I didn't even know about that.
Did I send you the TikTok of the Drake's PR too, talking about, yo, we need to squash this pedophile business, and the only thing it was like his PR was talking to him,
No, you didn't. Send
and
me
then
that
the
one.
only thing Drake kept saying was, but he said I had a daughter. I ain't got no daughter.
I ain't got no daughter.
Okay, but he called you a pedo, but I ain't got no daughter though. That's all he was worried about. It was so funny.
No, send me that. I haven't seen that yet.
Ah, shit, I'll have to see if I can find it. I don't remember if I saved it or not, but that shit was so funny. And that's the other thing, too. Some of the memes that have come out of this shit is just... Mwah.
You already know anything
Chef's
that happens
kiss.
in this
It's
world
so
is
gold.
gonna have a meme.
Yeah, but sometimes some events just kind of have just memes, but this has been on
Stellar.
point.
Uh-huh.
On
Okay.
point.
Did you
I love
say who got shot?
It was, from what I read, it was like some security guard that was outside
It was
of Drake's.
it was his security guard.
Yeah.
I just saw it. And
Because apparently he just has like security guards just outside of his place at all times.
Well, yeah.
Which
why-
I mean, it's
why wouldn't you?
understandable. So
Well, apparently
I
now
think he does. They're bullet sponges, I
for
guess.
the news, a intruder tried to break in a day after the shooting.
Oh, see, the plot thickens.
Chris, those gates don't mean nothing. They don't mean nothing.
Can't nobody tell me. All right, I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't do that again.
I won't. If I do, you know what to do. So, anyways, let us know down in the comments who you think is on top, Kendrick or Drake. I want to know. I want to know your opinions. I'm a
Again.
Kendrick guy through and through. I'm sorry, Kendrick's music has just been leagues above.
Yeah.
Drake has one or two that I'm like, okay, I can get with. No, that is not one
Kendrick
of them.
did a lot of work with Black Panther.
Kendrick did a ton of work, and that's
that
the
was,
thing too.
That was some great work. I love that.
They are two very different styles of music.
Very much so.
Because Drake is more of like the poppy, kind of a little bit of R&B here and there with like his slower,
Poppy,
smoother.
has he gotten to you too?
Shut the fuck up. And Kendrick is very much like rap and hip hop and kind of the woke, conscious, trying to send a message with his music.
He's woke, all right.
Yeah, yeah, he's very woke.
He woke up Drake.
But yeah, so it's interesting. I'm interested to see how this is gonna play out. Cause I'm sorry, I think one-on-one, I think Kendrick is leagues above Drake.
Yeah.
I really do. Kendrick is he's damn good. Damn good.
Yeah, I
He
agree.
even has an album named Damn. Because he's that good. But anyways, did you ever watch Backlash like I asked you to? Or like I told you about or whatever?
Yeah, no, I did not.
Yeah, I
no.
didn't figure you did. I'm not going to, I got to bring up wrestling. It's got to happen at least once. But, yeah, go ahead and let me talk to the squid. I'm not going to dive into, like, any kind of in-depth review because, I mean, shit, we're almost at an hour anyways. But I just want to say,
What do you want to say,
Backlash
Chris?
this past weekend was fantastic.
Did
It was low-key, like, a sleeper pay-per-view.
Did
The
you lash back?
fans were amazing.
Yes, the crowd was fucking fantastic.
The crowd.
Yes.
They wrestled?
Because they were... No. Shut up. They were in Lyon, France. Okay?
Leon.
First time they've ever done
France?
a pay-per-view over there. It might have been the first time they've ever done a WWE event
Europe?
over there. Yes. But, because for me, Backlash has always been kind of that very honestly, I hate to say it, but it would be like a skippable pay-per-view for me.
Was
in
The
the
Rock
past
there?
years. No, Rock's not going to be back for a hot minute.
Yeah,
But-
he's rock bottom right now.
He's rock bottom in them pancakes he always be eating.
The 10 pancakes.
The 10 pancakes he be eating. But no, because it's always that first pay-per-view after Mania, so everybody's kind of like coming down off that high of WrestleMania, and it's just kind of
The best WrestleMania.
it's more of like a
the best WrestleMania.
yes, because this year's was the best WrestleMania. But Backlash has always been that kind of starter, to start the next season, I guess you would say, of wrestling. So it's always kind of just been lacking in my eyes. But this year, dude, they had some bangers. They had some great matches. You could tell it's a new era. It's a Triple H era. Matches were great, fantastic.
A triple A, like a battery.
Yes,
Okay.
the crowd were they didn't have a low moment the entire fucking night. It was even tripping the wrestlers out when they would come out, and like they were astonished by how loud that fucking crowd was. They
Wow.
did not let up at all. They did.
I might
they
have to go back and
showed
watch
out.
that. I gotta see.
I recommend it, dude.
Let's see what
Seriously.
you're talking about. What you spitting?
You don't even have to watch the whole thing. Just watch like the first half of it or so. And you'll know what I'm talking about.
Even,
It was wild. It was so
All right.
good.
Of course, Paul Heyman came out, and even him, like,
You
he had
know
to
his
stop.
my name is Paul
Paul
Heyman.
Heyman.
You know
Yeah.
He had to stop because
the crowd
everybody
was doing it along
repeated.
with him, and he like stopped and was just like, holy shit! Like it was cool. And Randy Orton's theme song. That's the thing too. Like they kind of put American fans to shame. They really did.
And you quickly
Randy
saw
Orton-
it after Backlash.
Yeah, Randy Orton came out, and the entire arena, not just like quietly, you could kind of hear him. No, you heard it loud and clear, singing his entire theme song, from the time it started to the time they turned it off. They were singing it. I mean,
Really?
belting it.
The thing
Yes.
that got
His song's
me,
in English though.
Yeah,
Whoa, that's crazy.
they're French. They speak a little bit of English.
Listen, Chris, I eat French toast. Don't come
I
at
eat
me.
French fries.
Oh, so do I.
the thing
But
that
yeah,
got
I definitely
me-
recommend going back and
The thing
watching
that
it.
got me was the camera that was on the bleachers was literally bouncing.
AJ
from
Styles.
everybody.
AJ Styles came out, and apparently in Europe, I guess, because they got the soccer and shit over there. They go crazy chanting
It's actually football.
for football. If you want to be a pretentious asshole about it, I'm American. I call it fucking soccer. All right. But anyways, they have this thing because he's the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Yeah.
They have some chant that they do every time, like the word phenomenal is said. They have this song. It's like a whole ass like verse of a song that they sing or whatever, and they were singing it in French. And when AJ was in the ring, because the hard cam, that's like the main camera that's got the side view of the ring. It's like mixed in with there's people sitting around it. They were going so hard, singing this chant, this phenomenal chant, whatever, that the camera is visibly doing this, bouncing up and down.
Hey, maybe
She had to look away because she almost got sick from it. That's how much it was shaking.
Don't ever put her on a
It
boat.
was crazy, dude.
Hey, maybe the camera guy was, going with it, just like, yeah.
I don't know. I definitely recommend go back and watching it though. It was a banger of a pay-per-view.
Wow, she getting motion sickness
super
like
good.
that.
She does, yeah. It don't take much.
Wow, you weird.
Yeah,
This is why I can't play certain video games.
she's
This is
sensitive
why
like
she
Drake
can't play video games at all.
because Drake's super sensitive.
Dang.
Got him. I'm sneak dissing. I'm firing shots now. Come at me, Drake.
Don't do it, Chris.
I'm just kidding. Don't really come for me. We're cool.
Yeah, he has people. They'll put you in the wheelchair.
Yeah, I'm not trying to end up like Tupac or nothing. I don't want to go down that route. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, we're gonna call that a podcast. Anything else you want to talk about? Or, we're at an hour. Okay. He has gone to sleep. The squid is now here. Squid, anything you want to talk about?
Ink, ink, ink.
All right, ladies and germs. Y'all have a great week.
Bye, my
we will talk to
squiggers.
y'all next time. He really said that too.